Ahmed woke up early that morning with a bright smile on his face. He knew his mother, Ami, was preparing something special for breakfast. The smell of fresh bread and warm milk filled their small but cozy house. Ahmed's younger sister, Aisha, sat beside Ami, watching her knead the dough. Their kitchen was always full of love, warmth, and the sweet sound of Ami's duas. After breakfast, Ahmed asked, Ami, why do you always cook extra food, even when we don't have much? Ami smiled and kissed his forehead. Beta, when we share what we have, Allah puts barakah in our food and our home. Sharing brings more than just food on the table, it brings blessings in ways we can't even imagine. Ahmed listened carefully. He remembered last week when Ami packed an extra meal for their poor neighbor, Auntie Fatima, whose husband was very sick. Even though Ami had very little that day, somehow they still had enough food for everyone in the house. That afternoon, Ahmed and his best friend Ali went to the small madrasa nearby. On their way, they saw an old man sitting under a tree, looking tired and hungry. Ahmed felt a tug in his heart. He turned to Ali and said, wait for me here. He ran back home, breathless, and told Ami about the old man. Ami quickly packed some fresh bread, dates, and a bottle of water. Here, Ahmed, she said, tying the cloth bag. Give this to him. And tell him to remember us in his duas. Ahmed and Ali handed the food to the old man. His eyes filled with tears as he made dua for the boys and their family. Ahmed felt a happiness in his heart that he couldn't explain. That evening, Ami sat Ahmed down beside her. Do you know why I always remind you to share, Ahmed? She asked gently. Ahmed nodded. Because Allah loves when we share? Yes, Beta, Ami said. The Prophet Muhammad said that when you feed the hungry, you are feeding yourself too, because the blessings return to you in ways you don't see. Later that night, something beautiful happened. There was a knock on the door. Their neighbor, Uncle Karim, stood there with a big basket of fresh fruits and vegetables from his garden. Sister, I had a good harvest today, he said to Ami, and I remembered how you always help others. Please accept this from me. Ahmed's eyes widened in surprise. He turned to Ami and whispered, this is the barakah you talked about, right Ami? Ami smiled and hugged him tightly. Yes, Beta. When you share for Allah, He never forgets you. The next day at school, Ahmed shared the story with his classmates. His teacher, Miss Sarah, praised him for his kindness and told the whole class how small acts of sharing can create big changes in a community. Ahmed felt proud, but deep down he knew it wasn't just his story, it was Ami's secret, a secret of sharing and trust in Allah's promise. That night before sleeping, Ahmed made dua for his family, for the old man, for Auntie Fatima, and for everyone who needed help. He asked Allah to give him a big heart like his mother's. From that day, Ahmed promised himself that no matter how small his lunchbox was, he would always keep a part of it to share with someone who needed it more. And every time he shared, he felt his Ami's words echo in his heart, sharing food brings barakah that money can't buy.